How's it going, everybody? It's Igniting here. Today, I built a special deck for you guys. This is Blue-White Spirits. So this deck is almost entirely from Innistrad Midnight Hunt, with all the awesome graveyard mechanics that came in this set. This started off as kind of a little joke deck that I wanted to build in real life, on a budget, but I quickly realized when I was testing around with it that it's actually pretty good. It can go really, really wide. It can go. It can be really resilient as well, because obviously you can just bring them back from the graveyard. So, starting off the deck with the 1-drops, we're running 4 Lunarch Veteran. You've probably seen this card around. It's been ran in mono white or clerics, things like that. So when another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life, and then you can disturb it for 2, and it's pretty much the same thing, but instead it's when a creature leaves the battlefield. Then we're running 4 Otherworldly Gaze. It's basically a Surveil 3, and then you can flash it back for 2 mana. And then the 2-drops, we're running a lot of 2-drops. It makes double spelling possible with Clarion Spirit, so I'm not too worried about the 2 mana curve. I mean, it pretty much tops out at 2. But we got 4 Clarion Spirit, obviously just make a bunch of spirits so we can go really wide. 4 Fateful Absence. It's the only removal spell that we have in the deck. This helps us get around problematic creatures or planeswalkers. 4 Malevolent Hermit. I'm running him because I don't want to run counter magic. So Malevolent Hermit kind of takes that spot, and also it helps out on the backside against control because they can't counter our non-creature spells. Dennick, Pious Apprentice. I'm only running him as a 2-of. I feel like he's more of a best of 3 sideboard card. Just in case you run against a like Rakdos deck that's running what is that card called? The 4-mana dragon, Immersturm Predator, things like that. Dennick helps against, but otherwise he just kind of gives you a 2/3 lifelinker and then the flashback on the other side. 4 Devoted Graftkeeper. This card is awesome. It's one of the reasons I built the deck, actually. So when he enters the battlefield, you mill 2 cards, and then whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, tap target creature you don't control. So this allows you to tap down your opponent's creatures, allowing your wide board to get through and deal as much damage as possible. And then on the backside, when you disturb him for 3 mana, he's pretty much a brazen borrower. He can only block creatures with flying, and he's a 3/1 flyer. 2 Faithful Mending. I started this off at 4-of, and then I realized that it's not... It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but late game you don't want this because you pretty much go card neutral. So I'm only running 2. The life is nice, and cycling through your hand, pitching some things in your graveyard that have disturb or flashback is also nice. 4 Vega the Watcher. Every time you cast a spell from your graveyard, you're going to be drawing cards with Vega, so he's pretty much your card draw engine. Patrician Geist reduces the cost of spells from your graveyard, and he's a lord for all spirits, so all those 1/1 spirits that you're making with Clarion Spirit get buffed with Patrician Geist, and Clarion Spirit himself does too. The only thing that does not get buffed in the deck with Patrician Geist are the human sides of all these disturb cards, so just keep that in mind. You're only going to get buffs in the air when you disturb these cards. And then I'm running 2 Guardian of Faith. This is in best of 3. I run this in the sideboard, but just in case you go against control, things like Shadow's Verdict or Doomscar hurt you pretty bad. So if you can flash in Guardian of Faith to protect your entire board, it will help you a lot. You just won't lose to a board wipe, which I like a lot about him. And he's a spirit, so he synergizes with the little tribe that we got going on. For the mana base, I'm running 1 Cave of the Frost Dragon, 7 Plains, 6 Islands, 4 Deserted Beaches, and 4 Hingegate Pathways. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this deck can be really resilient. Shadow's Verdict is the worst possible thing that can happen to you, so hopefully Guardian of Faith will help protect you from that. Otherwise, we're going to try to end these games as fast as we possibly can, so let's go ahead and get into these games. Alright, well, we got turn 1 Lunarch Veteran, turn 2 Clarion Spirit, and we just kind of go off from there. So hopefully he's not running a lot of removal, because this hand is pretty gas. We'll go ahead and keep that. On the draw, Hopefully that doesn't set us too far behind. Black is probably not a good thing for us. As long as they're not running Shadow's Verdict. Dang it, I didn't see that I drew this. Oh well. A lot of people have been running this ghoulish procession card. Infernal Grasp. That's lame. Make a Spirit. Surveil 3. We'll put the land and the Faithful Mending in the graveyard. We want to draw that Guides though. Go ahead and swing in for 1. Callous Blood Mage, what the heck? Making a Pest. I'm assuming he's running Blood on the Snow. Is that what? 4 mana? Play the tap land and get this Patrician Geist down. Oh, I don't want to trade that Clarion Spirit. We'll just attack with the flyer. Because if he double blocks, I'm going to lose my second Clarion Spirit. Deadly Dispute. Shambling Gas, okay. I'm thinking about casting Faithful Mending and Otherworldly Gaze, but if I do that, I can do it on his turn. I really hope he doesn't have a Blood on the Snow here. Although he did miss a land drop last turn. Okay, I'm okay with Lolth, I guess.
You could have such power.
Yeah, he makes some spiders that can block our flyers, but I still feel like we're pretty ahead. Another Geist is pretty big. Okay, so we can get rid of the Otherworldly Gaze, and I think we can get rid of the Denic as well. Go ahead and flashback this Otherworldly Gaze. Land can go in the graveyard. Otherworldly Gaze can as well. Wow, we have a lot of Geists here. We can double Geist. And then we'll probably lose to a board wipe. I'm attacking face. He has to block, otherwise he's dead. He's double blocking. Do you think that doesn't mean he has a board wipe? Or means he doesn't have a board wipe? I feel like if he did have Blood on the Snow, he would try to reduce as much damage as possible.
I will.
No, he's looking around. He might not have it.
Subservience will be rewarded.
Yeah, wow. Alright, sweet. He's exiling my graveyard. No! The one-time Callous Blood Mage looks good. He realizes that he just loses. Wow, that was turbo flyer damage. Sheesh. Alright, seems like a pretty sweet hand. On the draw, which sucks. I feel like I'm always on the draw. So we got turn 1, Lunark. I'll probably just play Denick on turn 2. And then I'll Otherworldly Gaze before I Graphkeeper so I can make sure I don't mill something that I don't want to mill. Fun. Fun. Magic takes skill, guys. The World Championship deck, the one that topped. Hard mode activated. Memory Deluge is what it is. Cannot counter our spells here, so we'll probably want a Fateful Absence that Smoldering Egg. Leaves us 3 mana to do whatever we want. I guess we'll play Graphkeeper. Mill 2 lands. Alright. If he tries to transform his egg here, I'll try to kill it. He wants to kill something of mine because he's touching all my cards. Shatter Skull. Oops. I'll just kill your egg. Guess we'll go ahead and Otherworldly Gaze as well. Okay. Probably just send them both, right? Screw it. It leaves my Denick alive. Play lands. Do you think he has a board wipe? I mean, what would he be running? Burn down the house? I can go with Departed Soulkeeper and Patrician Geist. Just hope that he doesn't have a burn down the house. Because I am threatening lethal. Smoldering Egg. Draws a card. And Foretells, nice, we got it. Nice. Beat the World Championship deck. Wow. Alright, this one might be my last game for the night, unfortunately. I have to wake up really early in the morning. I know this was a bit of a short video, but do need to get to bed pretty soon. I still have to edit this and schedule it for upload, so sorry about that. Pretty decent hand. It looks like we're going against Dimir Zombies. We should be okay against them as long as we can generate a bunch of blockers. So Clarion Spirit's a good card. How many lands do we have here? We got 4 lands. I think we can get rid of the plains. And I don't think we need the Fateful Absence either. We draw another land anyways. Alright, what are we doing here? We might kill the Jadar. Definitely don't care about the Shambling Ghasts. Go ahead and kill the Jadar now. doesn't have a sacrifice spell. That's kind of surprising. Take 3. Ouchies. And, oh my gosh, we're drawing a lot of lands here. Maybe this Faithful Mending will be of use after all. Hopefully we keep our Vega here too. No blocks. He just passes turn. So, play a land, swing 2, and then pass. We could Otherworldly Gaze. Or sorry, Faithful Mending on their turn. Draw a total of 3 cards and discard 2. Heckin' away, 2 damage. Okay, nice, got a Geist. Can get rid of... no, let's not get rid of the Otherworldly Gaze yet. Let's send away the 2 lands, and then cast the Otherworldly Gaze. Hermit, do we care about having a Hermit? Get rid of the Pathway for sure. And then, let's see, what are we doing next turn? We could Geist and Apprentice, so we'll keep it like that. Draw the land first so we can double spell. And swing for 3. That lifelink might be pretty big in this game as well. They're just going to be pecking away at us here. They're not really doing that much, which is surprising. Let's go ahead and drop a Hermit. And attack in the air for 5. I wonder what's in their hand if they're still not casting any spells here. There they drop a white. So when we have both of these out at the same time, we get a lot of value off of things like Otherworldly Gaze. Draw a card. Don't need another Vega. I guess I don't really need the Lunarch Veteran either. We'll just send the land away as well. We'll hit more, because we're going to Otherworldly Gaze again twice. Clarion Spirits. That's what I like to see. We'll keep all 3 of those on top. Draw the Clarion Spirits first before the land. And let's go ahead and draw them both right away. Can send 1 land away. Clarion Spirit on top. We'll draw it for our turn. Clarion Spirit. And should we drop another one? Meat Hook is bad though. Meat Hook will be really bad, so we'll drop Veteran and wait to drop the other Clarion Spirit. Play this on blue. Swing in the air for 5. We don't need to overextend any more than we already have, because they're dead if they don't have Meat Hook. Okay, sweet, they didn't have it. Yeah, Meat Hook would have been pretty bad. That's why I played the, what do you call it? The Luminous Phantom, Lunarch Veteran. That way, if he did wipe our board, at least we wouldn't lose too much life for it, because we are at 14. But, yeah, anyways, I'm not going to do a post-game wrap-up. I didn't do one yesterday either. I totally forgot about it. But, like I said, I'm sorry this was such a short video. My schedule during the week it's really rough. I don't really have much time to sleep. So, hopefully by the time I get this edited and set for upload, I'll still be able to get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. But yeah, hope you guys have a great one. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck. I really do like this deck. In best of 3, just make sure you got those Guardian of Faiths, and don't be afraid to throw in a Doomscar either, because honestly, board wiping, as long as it's on your own terms, shouldn't be that bad. Because if you have a bunch of the human sides, you know, you can still cast them from your graveyard and get the spirit side. So yeah, anyways, I really like this deck. Yeah, I guess that's about it. And you guys take it easy. See you in the next one.